Grimsby Town 2, Manchester United 2. This is your full-time match reaction from Blundell Park on this Tuesday night, where Manchester United got back to 2-2 right at the death, and Manchester United unfortunately have lost 12-11 on penalties. League 2 Grimsby have knocked out Manchester United of the Carabao Cup. One avenue into Europe is gone. Manchester United have lost to League 2 Grimsby. Something I didn't have prepared to say at the start of this match reaction, and I didn't expect it to happen. We have been totally and utterly embarrassed. That is really, really, really pathetic. We deserve to be out. Justice has been sworn. Grimsby deserve to go through. And after the penalty shootout, where we've got an absolute clowning goal who belongs in the circus, who can't save one fucking penalty, it's no wonder that Manchester United are out. Ruben Amorim has got to take massive responsibility, because he picked that team tonight. He picked those players, and obviously he has got that massively, massively wrong. It is on him. It is on Onana. It is on the midfield. It's on that attack, and it's on that defence again, where you've got a manager who is basically pulling for scraps to play players out of position, players that aren't good enough to play for this football club, and we've got owners that won't back the manager and give him what he wants. And utterly, one avenue into Europe has gone. We needed to stay in the Carabao Cup, and we've lost to a team that are in 3 leagues lower than us. We have lost to League 2 unbeaten Grimsby Town. Grimsby Town have still not suffered a defeat all season, and Manchester United have been utterly embarrassed by a team that do deserve to go through. Grimsby do deserve to go through. There's no way two ways about it. Grimsby deserve to go through, because the third goal that they scored should have stood. Their third goal that they scored should have stood. It was clearly onside. Maguire has played the ball into the Grimsby player, so that should have kept him onside, and Grimsby's third goal should have stood. That should have been 3-0. That should have been game over. And you have got to applaud Man United's comeback. But based on that tonight, we deserve to go out. We've been outplayed, outfought, and we've been embarrassed by a team who are 3 leagues lower than us, and they look like the better team. Grimsby look fitter, they look sharper, they looked more energetic, they looked more up for it. Manchester United couldn't be bothered. Manchester United could not be bothered tonight, and yet again, those players are responsible, but it's also Ruben Amorim is also at fault as well. He picked those players, he picked that team. I don't know if this is complete sabotage, or is Ruben Amorim trying to send a message to that board saying, go and get me some fucking signings, because I can't do anything with these players. It's basically the same team as last season. It's basically the same set of players in the same squad, and all you've done is added in Buemo, Kuna and Sesko into that squad. And that's all they've done all summer long. They've improved the attack, neglected the midfield and neglected the goalkeeper. Ruben Amorim has got nowhere to hide. Ruben Amorim has got nowhere to hide tonight. There's no excuses. This was an avenue into Europe. We needed to stay in this because we could have won this trophy and got into the Europa Conference League. That option has now gone. That option has gone. There's no Europa Conference League football next season. There will be no European football at all if this carries on. We still haven't won a game this season. We still haven't won. We are an absolute shit show. It is embarrassed. Attack is a Porsche, defence and goalie a banger. Exactly. Mar.0144 is absolutely right. We've got an attack of a Porsche, but we've got bangers in the defence and we've got bangers in goal. And honestly, I don't know why Ruben Amorim went with that team. I don't know why he went with that players, and I don't know why he decided to heavily rotate. I thought we were meant to be taking these cup competitions seriously. I thought we needed to win these trophies to get into Europe next season, and we're already out of one, and it's not even the end of August yet, and one avenue into Europe has now completely gone. So all we've got left to fight for is basically the FA Cup, which at this rate, I don't think we win. And Ahmad was shocking. Ahmad was an absolute joke tonight. Whatever injury Ahmad has had, it has absolutely fucked him up severely. Whatever injury he has had has really screwed him over. Onana can't save anything. Exactly. Alfie's absolutely right. We have got a clowning goal with clown shoes on. It is so bad that Manchester United have completely neglected the goalkeeper department, and they've completely neglected the midfield. That midfield is still getting walked through. That goalie is an utter fucking joke. You might as well go to the circus and get your clown shoes on, because we have got an absolute clowning goal. Why Amorim picked him, why Amorim thought it was the best decision to go with Onana, I don't actually know. You're a club in so much trouble. I know, Dave. You are absolutely right. This football club is now in crisis. This football club tonight is in severe shit, because we need European football. But based on that tonight, we don't deserve European football. We're an absolute fucking shit show. Amorim's at fault. Amorim has got to take a hard long look at himself and say to himself, are you cut out for this job? Are you cut out to do this? Because if you're not, you need to walk away. Amorim is a good coach. He is a good manager. But we brought him in from Sporting and he didn't even want to jump in that early. He wanted to come in at a fresh start. Mark Hughes has said he has gone in the morning. Do you know what, Mark? Don't be surprised if Man United come out and make a big statement and sack this manager. But the problem is, didn't even watch the game. Pens already went to pack his suitcase. At the moment, this football club is in absolute shit. This football club is in a mess. This football club has got nowhere to hide now. And don't be surprised if they now react and go and get a goalkeeper and go and get a midfielder. But the problem is, it's Wednesday today. It's Wednesday today. I'm sorry, you need gutting. You're absolutely right, Mark. You're absolutely right. And United said, yeah, we were pathetic. Exactly. We were absolutely pathetic. You've lost to a team that is 3 leagues lower than you. And I can't believe today, yesterday and Monday, we sat there and have got no players in, no players out. I think Ineos and the Glazers are completely blind on what the problems actually are. It's like they can't see the midfield's a problem. It's like they can't see that the goalkeeping issue is an actually major problem. We've got a clowning goal who only saved 1 penalty out of 12, by the way. That goalkeeper should have been brought off at half-time. Onana should have been hooked at half-time, because his goalkeeping performance is absolutely bang fucking average. And we are out in round 2, by the way. We entered round 2 for the first time in God knows how long, and we're out of it already. Amorim's system is a major problem too. 2 in midfield will never work for us. Exactly. Any decent players that United go and look at, United should run a mile. Exactly. Yeah, we needed Binder, but the problem is Binder isn't good enough, and nor is Onana. Neither goalkeeper we've actually got are actually good enough. Man United have been crying out for a goalkeeper all summer long. And yes, we have been beaten by Grimsby. We absolutely deserve to lose. We were absolutely shit. And they deserve to go through. Yes, they've won on penalties, but their third goal should have stood. Their third goal should have actually stood. It is embarrassing on how shit that we are. We are so bad. And the problem is, it's not going to improve. The more this carries on, the worse this is going to get. And Jordan says, how's that 200 million front three working for you? The only bright spark we've had tonight, the only 2 bright sparks we've had was the comeback. I didn't expect to come back from 2-0 down, but we didn't even deserve to come back from that position, because Grimsby's third goal should have stood. Grimsby's third goal should have stood by a bloody mile. Their goal should have stood. Their goal should have stood. And the problem is, we would have deserved to go out. There would have been no comeback then. Grimsby make that 3-0, and now we deserve to be in this position. We deserve to be in this position. You got lucky on that second goal, had 3 chances on 1 corner. He was 25-1 to go before kick-off. He's now 6-1 on now. Until Man United learn to start in games, they will continue to struggle in games of football. Did we see a Tesco's finest tonight? Best hate watch of the year. We deserve to go out. We deserve to go out. If we got through, if we got through, I would have deep down said we don't deserve to win. Yes, we got it back to 2-2. We got it back to 2-2. You have to start from the first whistle while United can't do it. Onana has cost us the game. Why is Amorim so stubborn? Bruno needs to go. United should have gotten a penalty from the final corner. Is he the issue? There are too many problems at this football club. There are too many problems at this football club to fix. There is too many problems. I would rather have had Grimsby's town goalkeeper in goal, because we have missed our 12th penalty to make it 12-12. I feel sorry for those United players. Do not get me wrong. I feel sorry for the players, but I only say I feel sorry for them because every single one of them has got to step up for a goal and put that ball in the net because they've got a goalkeeper who can't do fuck all. So I've got sympathy for them on that aspect, but sympathy on their performance, I don't have it, because to be 2-0 down to a League 2 team is shit. It is beyond comprehension how bad that actually is. That is terrible. Like, at the end of the day, and thank you to my moderators who are actually sorting out some people in this live chat, by the way, who can't be respectful. You sell Bruno and a new goalkeeper, I guarantee will be so much better. Spend 200 million on attackers and our biggest goal threat is Maguire. We were 2-0 down because of Onana, absolutely right. Who do you want in the third round? We're not in the bloody third round, Harold. We're out, mate. One trick pony, he needs to be sacked immediately. Only Prem teams to lose. I guess new Onana wasn't going to save a penalty. It was going on easy. Yeah, come and have a go if you think your heart. Right, okay. It is embarrassing. Like, it is massively, massively embarrassing. I feel sick. It's embarrassing. And you should have been 3-0 down. Offside decision was a joke. Exactly. We didn't get... The problem is with Onana, he can't say fuck all. You know, you've got those people in the high street who hand out the big issue magazines. I wouldn't trust Onana to hand the big issue magazines out to the public. I wouldn't trust Onana to fucking do that. And then when they go, big issue, do you know what? Onana, mate, you are a big fucking issue, mate. You're an absolute joke of a goalkeeper, and we should have never fucking signed him in the first place. That is on Ten Hag. That is on Eric Ten Hag for bringing him in the first place. That was on Eric. He got rid of De Gea to bring in Onana. What on earth was he thinking? 56 league places below you, by the way. Exactly. Ruud van Nistelrooy should have stayed at the club. I don't think, no matter what manager we get, no one is going to be able to fix this. No one is going to be able to fix this mess. Not one person will ever be able to fix this club because it starts from the top. It starts from the top. I am blaming Ten Hag because he brought half these players in. Ten Hag brought half these players in. Ten Hag brought Onana in. He brought in Anthony. He brought in Martinez. He brought in De Ligt. He brought in Xerxes. He brought in Rasmus. At the end of the day, if he's got this wrong, Ten Hag's also to blame because Ruben Amorim is having to pick these players. Ruben Amorim is having to pick half of this squad. And at the end of the day, he shouldn't be in that position. He shouldn't be in that position. I disagree. The tactics are terrible. A manager with a similar style already improves us. It costs us. Give Amorim time, bro, please. But the problem is, Timothy, the time is not there. The time won't be there, mate. The patience won't be there because this fan base expect this club to be back to its greatest. The problem is, mate, we ain't got the time anymore. We haven't got that patience. United ruined all the good players they signed, fixed the transfer system and it will work for them. Ten Hag never bought the two players that missed the pens. But at the end of the day, they are still having to step up. They are still having to step up and do a job because Onana can't say fuck all. It is so embarrassing to lose this. I was expecting this to be a comfortable night. I was expecting us to go through very, very comfortably. I hold my hands up. I showed a lack of respect and fair play to Grimsby. Fair play. I hold my hands up. We deserve to lose. We deserve to go out. And that is me, as a Man United fan, being really honest. We can't sack another manager. I think Amorim is a good but bad formation. Onana couldn't catch a cold in the middle of winter. Absolutely head loss. My worry is we will go to lose at Burnley at the weekend. I can say as a Leeds fan, Amram is shocking. Big Sam Allardyce needs the job now. If he's not gone by then and they'll do it, he'll be gone. Onana could have saved 3 of those penalties. Onana did get glimpses of hands to those balls. Like, Onana did get glimpses of his hands to some of those penalties, but still couldn't keep them out. Like, as a professional footballer myself, I've played at the top level. I didn't play in goal, but I could have saved half those penalties. I could have saved them, and I don't even play in goal. I'm a better goalkeeper than Onana. I would have saved half of them, and that's just me being really honest. I might not be no professional. I've played at high level football, but at the end of the day, if you're watching that as a goalkeeper and you're watching your local five-a-side performance at the weekend, are you really going to say to Onana, it's not your fault? But the problem is, whatever we throw at Onana, he just flaps it like a fucking penguin. Fucking Onana belongs in the zoo in the penguin cage, because he flaps at every opportunity he gets. He flaps at everything he tries to get a hand to. It is embarrassing. But if you look at the first Grimsby goal, you've got to question, why are we chucking Fredrickson in? Why are we chucking Aidan Heaven straight inside a back three, knowing the type of football Grimsby play? I can't believe Ten Hag did that. I really, really cannot believe Ten Hag actually did that. That was... Ruben Amorim did that. I'm really, really shocked he went with that back three, because Aidan Heaven hasn't kicked a ball all season, and the problem is, you've chucked him in at the deep end. You have chucked Aidan Heaven in at the deep end, and no one's marking the Grimsby player at the back post. No one's marking him. That defending is utterly fucking shocking. You are meant to be defending both back posts. You've got to defend both back posts, and no one was there. And we are bad. We're an absolute nightmare. We're an absolute nightmare. Has Sesko scored yet? Yeah, from the penalty spot. Deep end being Grimsby. Exactly. And there was a pitch invasion. There was a bloody pitch invasion at the end. And that shows how much Grimsby wanted that. They wanted the game more. They wanted the result more. And Manchester United deserved to go out. But it is on Man United for defending for both goals. Both defending for both goals is shocking. Both those goals could have been prevented. If Aidan Heaven would have done his job, or Fredrickson would have done his job, that first goal wouldn't have happened. But because that Grimsby player's at the back post, all he has to do is turn and shoot. And what really fucks me off, right, it's not even a good goal. They're waxing lyrical over how great of a goal it is. I'm sorry to say, that goal wasn't even good. That Grimsby goal wasn't even that good. Let's be honest here and let's call a spade a spade. It was United's defending in the first place for making that first goal look really good on paper. They're waxing lyrical on it on commentary, and I'm sorry that it's only a goal because we can't defend. Best wishes, Grimsby. We deserve it. We've ruined our club. Ahmad was awful. Yeah, Ahmad was fucking horrific. Whatever's happened to Ahmad, I don't get. Whatever's happened to Ahmad, I don't get. And I don't know what's wrong with him. But like I said, if Fredrickson would have done his job, and if Heaven would have done his job, that Grimsby player would not have been left alone at the back post. Soon as you leave a player unmarked in your penalty area, you have got massive, massive problems. It's only a goal because we can't defend. But that goal could have been prevented. That first goal could have been prevented if Heaven and Fredrickson would have defended in their box properly. And they can't fucking do it. They can't do it. We shouldn't have chucked inexperienced centre-backs in that back three. And Ahmad is a cry... Do you know what? That's probably a great comment Thomas has made there. Ahmad is a crybaby. Do you know what? You're absolutely right. Because you see Ahmad flapping his arms about like a fucking bird. Like he's moaning and grunting that he ain't getting decisions, he ain't getting his way. Absolutely correct. Ahmad showed a lack of professionalism tonight. That was the worst game I have seen Ahmad in a United shirt since he's been here. That was dreadful. That was absolutely fucking dreadful. It was dreadful. It's embarrassing. And he's meant to be a United player. And he's flapping his arms about like a fucking bird. I mean, what does he think he is? Is he a sparrowhawk? Like, it is really, really embarrassing. He's flapping his arms about because he isn't getting his decisions. Like, at the end of the day, mate, fucking step up and actually perform in this team. It is really, really embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It really, really is. Honestly. It's really, really embarrassing. I'm sick to death of it. I'm utterly sick of it. It's embarrassing how shit we actually are. That squad was not strong tonight. That squad was not strong. That squad was shit. That's embarrassing. Honestly, it's embarrassing. It really, really is. Like, honestly, I'm sick to death of it. I'm sick to death of it. I'm just so fucked off because that could have been prevented. I'm just, oh my God, I'm embarrassed because we've lost to fucking Grimsby. Like, I didn't expect this tonight. Opinion on Onana. Onana can't do anything. Onana must be grim being a United fan. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? At the moment, 3 games into the season, it is really, really grim. And do you know what? You lot have got right saying some of the comments. You lot are absolutely right. It is really, really embarrassing that we let some of these professional footballers kick a ball for us. This squad needed gutting. This squad needed a clear out. More clear out than having the runs on the toilet. Honestly, it's embarrassing that we were meant to be having this clear out, meant to be clearing half of these shits out of our squad, and half of these players are still here. At the end of the day, I'm not there to live up their ass. I'm there to call them out on how shit and how crap they actually are. United fan here, but I honestly think Dorgu is just as bad as Onana. He cannot cross to save his life. I think Dorgu's terrible. I think Dorgu is absolutely terrible. Dorgu's terrible. Dorgu is absolutely terrible. Dorgu's terrible, and I don't even rate the guy. I actually do not rate Dorgu at all. I'm not trusting this process. I can't trust it 3 games in. We still haven't won a game. We're out of the Carabao Cup already. Like, we're out of the Carabao Cup. Thoughts on the new signings? The only one that has stepped up is a new signing. I thought Kuna did alright tonight in some phases of the game. I thought Mbeumo did well for his goal. Sesko really only had 2 pieces of service all game long. Like, again, this is the problem. We are selfish with the ball and we don't provide any service from the width. Clearly this formation doesn't work. This formation is shit. This formation is shit. Like, I'm not being rude. If the 3-4-3 isn't working, then Amrim has got to change it. If Amrim is going to be neglecting the formation and the setter, literally Kuna and Bremer were the 2 who missed the pens. That is very true. Sesko is washed, but he can jump high. We are, and people say, do you know what? It's only the Carabao Cup, but people don't understand. This was one avenue into Europe. This was one avenue into Europe. It was one avenue to get Europa Conference League football, and it's gone. But back to Amorim, if he's not going to change the system, and he's not going to do anything, then he might as well sack himself. If the 3-4-3 is not going to work, and he's afraid to change, then he is in denial as a manager. He is in complete denial. I want him to succeed. I want Amorim to get back to where he needs to be. But as a coach and a manager, his tactics are absolutely flawed. We are playing 5 number 10s in the same positions that we did again on Sunday. You've got, for example, he's putting Delo at left wing back, and Delo's not even left footed. Delo is right footed, and he's shifting Delo back into left wing back. We did that under Ten Hag when we had a left back injury crisis. He did that when Ten Hag was in charge. We ended up putting Delo at left back, and look how that turned it out. And Ruben Amorim has now done exactly the same. Amorim's win percent is the worst out of all the last 6 managers we've had. I mean, that says a lot. Amorim didn't even watch the pens. How is that going to give the team confidence? Exactly. And massive shout out to my manager moderators, by the way, who actually look after my TikTok live chat and everything. It is very, very much appreciated. They absolutely are amazing, amazing people. But it's delusional thinking. And United do reek. You're absolutely right. We are embarrassing. Like, we are majorly embarrassing, by the way. Amorim can't win a game of football. Onana has got to go. It wasn't that bad. Zed, be creative. We were absolutely shit. And we have been knocked out by fucking League 2 Grimsby. Shouldn't have to watch the pens. Why are you to away to Grimsby? Exactly. We should not have been in this position tonight. We should not be in this position tonight. It's utterly embarrassing. Like, it's really, really shocking. We have lost to a team that are 3 leagues lower than us, and I'm not afraid to call it out. I express my views and I express my opinions, and these players don't like it. I don't give a shit about them, and they do not give a shit about us, and I'm not going to sit there and let these players get away with it. Honestly, it's embarrassing that we've lost. It's really embarrassing. We're at the Carabao Cup. We deserve to go out. The comeback was all right. The comeback was all right. And Amram is... And you know what, Van, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good in general. I'm just really fucked off we've gone out. I am Glazers out. I am Sir Jim out. If they brought Roy Keane in, these players would shit themselves. And I can't imagine what Roy Keane must be thinking, by the way. If Roy Keane was watching that game tonight on Sky and he was in the studio, he would absolutely rip those players apart. He would tear a limb out of them. He would tear a limb out of them. Like, it's so sad to see this football club 3 games into the season is on its fucking knees. 3 games in and we're in crisis. And people will say, don't panic. It's Ollie was better than Amram. 760 million and a 3.1 billion squad, by the way. We need a new formation. That might have to be the way. Manu have got too many posers. Ineos out. It's embarrassing we've gone out. Like, we shouldn't have lost this game. But we deserved to lose. We were pathetic all game long. Grimsby Town deserved to win. Xerxes did pieces here and there, but we just kept chucking in too many stupid tackles. We kept flying in on tackles and there was no need to do it. Manu, as bad as last year, it's only going to take years to sort out. Bring in Roy Keane. You need to... We've already got in Buemo and Kuna in. Ollie is 100 times the manager Amram will ever be. Ahmad needs dropping. His attitude is similar to Rashford. I just don't get why we're playing players out of position. I don't get why we are playing players out of position. We were too slow on the ball. We're not picking up the pace. And we're just hoofing the ball long all the time. We're not getting the ball into feet. And that's what Kuna and Mbeumo did at Wolves and Brentford last season. Get the ball into feet and let them run at the opposition. But we're just booting the ball so many times. Maguire saved us, then lost. I know. But the problem is, like I said, Dorgu was shocking in that first half. Dorgu's awful. Like, Ahmad couldn't tie Rashford's boots. Rashford has the bark and the bite. They are going down, mark my words. Ahmad couldn't... Yeah, you're absolutely... And he won't be sacked, can't afford to sack him. But the problem is, if this gets worse and we lose on Saturday to bloody Burnley, I can't imagine what it's going to be like then. Because if you think about it, we've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's deadline day on Monday. It is deadline day on Monday. And we haven't done anything for 4 fucking weeks in this transfer window. We were meant to be bringing in a goalkeeper. We were meant to be bringing in a midfielder. And we haven't done it. And my question is, when are we going to get these 2 positions sorted? Because we can't go on like this all season. No matter what we do in that midfield, it absolutely stinks. The back three's a joke. Without Yoro in there, we're an absolute mess. The 2023 Man United squad with Ten Hag was the best one in years. Ten Hag didn't deserve the sack. First division next season. If we carry on like this, we're going to get relegated. And do you know what? We probably do deserve to get relegated. When this Lehman's coming in, I have got absolutely no idea when this goalkeeper's coming in. But apparently the deal is now in doubt because Galatasaray have offered more money, but he only wants Man United. And Man United are still negotiating with Royal Antwerp. Absolute full credit to Grimsby. Only player who played the game was Maguire. He had a lot to deal with. Agree, should have kept Derek. They should have... Do you know what? They probably should have kept Eric Ten Hag and given him one more season to turn it around and then sack him at the end when he shouldn't have got sacked in the first place. Bringing in Amorim was way too late. We should have had a new manager come in and just sell Onana and Bienda. The problem is no one wants them. No one wants them. And then if you notice in the second half, I don't know who we brought off for... Who did we bring off for Mason Mount? Who did we bring off for Mason Mount, by the way? Can anybody remember in the live chat who Mount got brought on for? Who did Mount come on for? If anybody aid in heaven. We then deployed Mason Mount at left wing back. So we're not just playing Ahmad out of position. We've played Delo out of position. We've played Mount out of position. We've played Bruno Fernandes had to come on because that midfield is shit. I just can't believe we are doing what Erik ten Hag did. This is what annoys me. We are still putting players out of position. But Dalot's played 95 minutes again. Diego Dalot has played 95 fucking minutes again. We should not be putting players out of position. That team tonight, Amorim should have stuck by his principles. It should have been Binder in goal, a back three of Yoro, De Ligt and Maguire, Dorgu at left wing back, Ahmad at right wing back, Kuna, Mbeumo, Sesko, and then Mainu, and then Agate. That is what the team needed to be. At the end, these are world-class players. It's just the gaffer and Amorim who just... But we need to play 2 10s and then a striker, 2 midfielders, 2 wing-backs, and then 3 centre-backs and then the goalkeeper. That is what the team should have been lined up tonight. But you're then putting Mason Mount at left wing-back. You're putting Dalot at left wing-back. You're putting Heaven at left wing-back. Why are you putting all 3 of those players out of position? Why are you deliberately sabotaging your own formation and your own setup by putting 3 players who are clearly not comfortable, by the way? Those players are not comfortable playing in that position. They shouldn't have done that. That is on Amorim. You can't blame Amorim when you have no good players. What were we doing putting Mount left wing back? What the fuck? I know exactly. We should have gone out all out from the start. It's like he wanted to be sacked. Not that deep kid, just a League Cup, offers nothing but... But the problem is that Dad knows less. The problem is, mate, we needed to win this cup to get into Europe because all we've got left is the FA Cup. What else do you want me to do? I can't say bye-bye United going down. Exactly, we probably will. We played well when we made this... Well, did I say we played well? We didn't play well all game. We only played well when we got the 2 goals back, and that was it. We played well for the 2 goals. How many penalties did he parry into the net tonight? Fucking loads of them. But I wouldn't trust Onana to work in your local high street handing out the big issue magazines. It's embarrassing. Sesko should have went to Newcastle, hands made of feathers. Next transfer window, we need players and now new owners. The problem is, mate, we tried to get the owners out when they tried to put us in the Super League and the fans and supporters fell for it. That was the big opportunity to do it then, and no one did fuck all. You did protest, but you got 1 game called off, and that was it. We literally got 1 game called off, and that is all we did. We never should have let De Gea go. Yeah, you're probably right, De Gea was treated unfairly by this club. But the problem is, we can't hide away now. We can't hide away. It's embarrassing. It really is on. It is on Amorim. Bring out the yellow and green scarves. I've noticed how many United fans aren't doing that anymore. By the way, not the owner's fault. You spent 300 million. It is the owner's fault. It is Ineos have got a lot to blame. How much have the owners spent? No, always someone to blame for Man U. But the problem is that always is blame. Because Ineos, do you think it's time for him to go? I don't know what's going to happen with Amorim. Starting games of football from the first whistle. United who up the Mariners. Exactly, Grimsby. Always on the owner's fault when you're not winning, haha. But at the end of the day, all I'm going to say to is people say you can't blame the owners. Where's the midfielder? Where's the goalkeeper he wants? Again, the chat goes quiet. Because you know I'm right. When I say where's the midfielder, where's the goalkeeper, everybody shuts up and realises, oh, do you know what? He makes a good point. He wanted Belieber brought in. And Man United walked away. He wanted to bring Belieber in and United walked away. They walked away. It's too much of a deal. It's going to cost us way too much money. Oh, here we go. So it's about money again, is it? He has to go, not qualified to a coach. They can't afford that. They have invested the money in the... The problem is they can afford that money. They can afford the money. It shouldn't take us 2-0 down, start playing. Amrai say has until the end of the season. Donnarumma's needed now. Donnarumma's not coming. It's going to be Lamens. Lamens is going to be our new goalkeeper. We are not getting Donnarumma. He is going to Manchester City. We aren't getting Donnarumma. You're right, but everything in that system is wrong anyway. Yeah, There's too many cracks. PSG, I'm pretty sure, came to United for Donnarumma. We're not getting Donnarumma. He's going to Man City. And we still can't get this goalkeeper in. We are basically going to have to go all out. Sesko realises he's joined the wrong club tonight. He's probably right. He'll only go to City if Ederson leaves. He'll bring in Lemens and start Binder anyway. If we don't do any business till the deadline, then we're absolutely screwed. We are absolutely fucked if we don't bring in a new goalkeeper. And thank you for the 20 rovers, by the way, John. Very much appreciated, mate. And thank you for the rose, Kev. Very much appreciated, mate. First time we've actually hit our daily goal in a few days. Only shining thing, though, is in Buemo, head from Old Trafford up the Mariners. Sesko was nowhere near to be found tonight. He'll be gone mid-season if nothing changes. He's not got the confidence of the squad. I want to go back to playing a 4-3-3. I want to go back and play a 4-3-3 system. That is what I want to do. I want to go back and play a 4-3-3. Is dreaming of Portuguese. So haven't you signed that Lemens or something? We haven't signed him yet. That's the problem. We haven't signed Lemens yet. We need three in the midfield. Sesko needs match fitness and leave Sesko alone. I'm not blaming Sesko. I'm not blaming Sesko. I'm not here blaming Sesko. I'm actually saying Sesko's not getting any service. We played 2 passes and 2 balls to Sesko all night long. That is all we did, was play 2 simple passes, and he did get 2 shots on goal and he should have scored them. There's no excuse. What sort of manager can't watch his team take penalties? Sesko was deep when he was on the ball. His position was awful. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Golden Graham. I know what you're saying, mate. His position was awful. 6 minutes striker takes your penalty. How have you lost that? I don't know, Hugo. I've got no clue, mate. Look at the performance and look at the second goal. Thank you for the heart, me. Very much appreciated. Look at the second goal. Look at the second goal. The second goal is absolutely unfucking real. Like the second, and thank you for the heart, me, Ken JK. Look at the second goal. I thought the first goal was bad to concede. The fucking second goal is even worse. You've got fucking Onana flapping at the ball like a penguin. Like, he might as well be in a zoo. Because penguins can't fly. And watching Onana come out of goal is like trying to watch Concorde take off. Honestly, what do you think about the offside goal? Grimsby's third goal should have stood. Are you going to watch the interview? No, because I'm not bloody desperate. Honestly, where's that gone? I'm not desperate to watch interviews from our manager. I'm not having watching interviews. Honestly, I think Ruben Amorim, if this carries on like this, he's going to get himself sacked. If Ruben Amorim doesn't change, he has to go surely. Onana flapping the entire penalty shootout, completely agree. It is banter, you're absolutely right, Luke. You had a strong team out and they lost. We didn't have a strong team out. That team sheet was a joke. Yes, Josh, I'm absolutely fine, mate. It's not... Right, you're getting blocked for calling me that. That's not very nice. Right, you're getting blocked. Not gonna lie, it's on Amorim for even giving Onana a chance. Heaton should have played. No heart, no fight. Ferguson took the soul of the club with him. No spine at the club. Amorim needs to be sacked. The problem is we can't sack this manager because it's going to cost us money. And there's no one out there who can take this club back. That's the problem. 2011 vibes, the opening game lost 1-0, second game away 1-1 in EFL 4-0. Onana had hands to 4 penalties and they all went through him. Grimsby's got Sheffield Wednesday, by the way. Oh my God. So there was a potential good round in fourth round. There was a good draw waiting for us if we would have got through. We would have got Sheffield Wednesday. Need I say more? Need I say more? Need I say more? Bring me Eddie Howe in his sidekick. I don't know what to say. It was a good draw in the second round. Also, Liverpool got Southampton and Arsenal got Port Vale. Well done, Amorim. Now, we would have bottled Sheffield Wednesday too. Well done, Amorim, because there was a good draw for us there. And you've got to blame Kuna for missing his penalty. You've got to blame Mbeumo for missing his second penalty. Both of them have missed penalties tonight. I mean, fair play for Mbeumo's goal. Fair play for Maguire to get us back to 2-2. But I'm sorry, when you're playing 5 number 10s in the same team, it is an absolute joke. When you're playing Mount and Dalot at left wing back, that is absolutely obscene. You've got Ahmad flapping his arms about like a fucking pelican, thinking he's going to take off from the ground because he doesn't get his decisions. Like, you've got Aiden Heaven being played in a back three and you look like Bambi on ice because he's not played a game this season. You've got Fredrickson, who chucked into the back three where we knew Grimsby was going to be hostile tonight, especially knowing how much this cup game means to them. Like, honestly, the team selections on Amorim, and I'm actually calming down now because I think we need to calm down a little bit because this club makes my blood boil. Like, I am going to calm it down because I don't want to let it stress me too much. I just think if Amorim doesn't change that formation, he doesn't change that setup, we're fucked. We're absolutely fucked. Bruno from the last game when he lost the plot after miss, we would have got battered. Is Onana like a spy for another team because that is what it looks like? He's not improving. I mean, I would not want to be a manager. Like, I would not want to be a manager. If we lose to Burnley, Amorim has to go. Alan Pardew for manager. Playing a back three in the Prem doesn't work. Man United, the gift that keeps on giving. Facts on Grimsby, we love you. Amorim isn't changing the formation and style play. We need to do a 4-4-3. I want to play a 4-3-3. Play 4 centre-backs, 3 midfielders and 3 attackers. That is the formation I want to play. And we pushed out players like Garnacho for the formation. Any manager that sits in the dugout with his head in his knees and hands over his face is embarrassing. The thing is, do we sack Amorim? Who would we bring in? Yeah, we did lose. We've lost on penalties. I'd actually let Ollie have another go. The players suit him now with no Ronaldo. Honestly, we've missed out on a good cup run here. And we've missed out on the chance of European football. We have missed out tonight because of Ruben Amorim. We have missed out because of... we've missed out so much. We've missed out. I'm gutted. I just don't. Ollie has already got a job. Yeah, he's at Besiktas. Ruben will be sacked by Christmas. Ollie has already got a job. Let's all laugh at United. He's going to be gone before then, I think. Yeah, he probably will. If Ollie had all the trust Amorim was given, would be flying. Jose Mourinho, I mean, shouldn't have got sacked. Van Gaal shouldn't have got sacked. Ten Hag shouldn't have got sacked. Ragnick shouldn't have been got rid of because Ragnick said we need a major rebuild, and he was right. We needed open heart surgery, and we're not doing it. That's the problem. We were meant to be having an open heart surgery, and as soon as Ragnick said that, the club and the board shat themselves. Yeah, but you were begging for them to go at the time. Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to go this wrong. That's the thing. I didn't know it was going to get this bad again. It's heartache, but nothing but a heartache. Exactly. Like, what this Man United fan base is going through at the moment is a joke. Like, what we're going through as a football club is horrific. Like, what we're going through as a football club is a joke. Like, I'm really embarrassed that we're having to go through another bad result. It is heartbreaking. Like, it's Clown United FC. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Van Dijk died versus Newcastle. Ten Hag was good compared to Amorim. 200 million on the strikers, no excuse. Would you take Postecoglou? Absolutely not. Try supporting West Ham. I know that's difficult as well. I think the manager needs to go. We're about as much as good as our UK government. Do you know what? You're probably right. Honestly, I don't know where we can go from it. And do you know what? I'm glad you live chat are bringing a bit of humour at the end because, you know, it is difficult losing a result like this. Like, I'm glad you live chat are managing to bring me back a little bit because I do get a bit of loss sometimes. And, you know, it is difficult to talk about how shit we are. But when you've got a community that support you and back you, that's all I appreciate. It could be worse. You could be a Rangers fan. Potter and Amorim, same ideas, same results. I'm annoyed we've gone out. I'm not going to jump out my chair and start screaming and shouting. No manager would touch us now. We've destroyed two of the most promising manager careers. If Amorim gets sacked, I don't think there's no way back. If we sack Amorim, there's no way back. There is no way back. I'm sorry to say, there's no way back. One cup to play for 2 weeks into the season, and the players were ruining careers. Amorim was bizarre during the penalties. The only chance we had of Europe, yep, exactly. It's embarrassing. It's gutting. But it's Amorim's fault for being stubborn with the system. That's clearly not good enough. I'm a Chelsea fan. Amorim is a great manager. It's your higher up. Yeah, exactly. I blame Ineos. I blame the Glazers. And there's a fucking firework display going on outside. We're not at a Katy Perry fucking concert. Why are you blasting fireworks? We're not at a Katy Perry concert, thank you. Fucking hell. Put your fireworks away. Man United go up like a set of fireworks. Fuck me. Can you see Amorim actually staying? No, I don't. The players are to blame also. Yeah, completely agree. Grimsby won 12-11 on penalties. Football is finished. Social media has ruined it. Now we can focus on top four. Here we go. We're not getting top four. Like, I'm not for Manchester United to the Championship. Here we go. Fucking hell. You're up. You're probably right. But in the end, Man United are washed. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Time is up. Barrow better than Man United. Do you want Levy as owner? You can have him. No, I just don't see it. Fucking hell. Oh, Fab's gonna tweet when it happens too. Good social media, wasn't it, in 86-91? Man United players must win even without a coach. System needs to change. Players need to fight for the badge. I just don't get why Amorim went with that team. I just don't get why Amorim went with that team. I don't know why he went with that back three. I don't know why he went with the two wing backs he decided to go with. Like, Delo at right wing back or even at left wing back makes things even fucking worse. Kuna and Mbuemo should have started. Bro, come on, we've just got to laugh now. There's no other way now. Who you got? We're not in round bloody 3. We're an absolute mess. I might be able to play Man United with my Sunday League team. I'd love that. Honestly, it's just an absolute shit show. Like, it's an utter fucking shit show. And at the end of the day, I don't know what to say. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, I suppose. If you don't laugh, you will bloody cry. Honestly, Neville's at the wheel, 200 million to fuel our attack, but no focus on the key areas. Exactly. Good day for the Scousers, yeah, because obviously you beat Newcastle and you've got a good cup draw as well. So the season's over, yeah. I think the season is over. Like, I would say the season is officially over. It generally turns on how can we actually go. Gary Neville to the rescue. I don't see any way back. I don't see any way back, unfortunately. I think this is the beginning of the end again. And I've said that I think we are going to be sacking another manager. I think that is going to happen quite quickly. I think the manager will be getting sacked at some point, and it'll be by Christmas if he gets that far. I don't know how long it's going to take to get back. I don't know. I think it's about time to support United of Manchester. Should have hired Thomas Frank. That's a good point. We are going to have some injuries. Give me a random championship team from last season. Leeds United. Sunderland. Burnley. Like, we're out the Carabao Cup. We deserve to be out. I mean, fair play to Grimsby. Like, fair play. You've knocked a Premier League team out. I'm still blaming the Glazers. I'm still blaming Ineos. They are going to have to act now. Like, don't be surprised by at least tomorrow, or Monday, or Friday, or Saturday, or Sunday, that they end up getting some players in. They end up buying players. They end up, we get some here we goes. It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. I don't think we're going to do anything. We'll be live on transfer deadline day, by the way. We will be live on transfer deadline day all day, by the way. If you want to tune in to that, you can. We will be live for transfer deadline day when we go live for that on Monday, if you want to join in. Hope Glazers sell well, value still is relatively high. Hello, hope you have a good stream. Thank you, Dragon Artwork, very much appreciated. That's actually cheered me up a little bit. Thank you for that comment, it's very much appreciated. Ratcliffe will try and rebuy Garnacho from himself. He probably will, because he's a Chelsea fucking ticket holder, isn't he? Can't afford to sack Amorim if we was honest. Yeah, we can't sack Amorim. We can't sack him. But we probably will, because if this goes wrong, which it is, well, it is going wrong. Bruno needs to go. Half this team needs to go. Half this team needs to go. I don't think we're going to do it. We won't do it, though. That's the problem. If we sack another manager, who do we get? Who do we get in? Who do we get? Man United are shit. Yeah, we've lost to Grimsby. We're in a relegation battle, absolutely. By the sound of his interview, he'll be walking away before being sacked. If he's come out and said those players did not play for him tonight, I could have fucking told Amorim that. I could have told Amorim that. You don't leave out Lenny Yoro out the starting lineup. You don't leave De Ligt out the lineup. That back three should have been De Ligt, Maguire and Yoro. Wing backs of Dorgu and Ahmad. The midfield should have been Mainu and Agate, which it was. The front three, the two number 10s, Kuna, Mbeumo and Sesko. That is what that team should have been. And Amorim has decided, you know what, I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to change. I'm in complete denial. Could you imagine, right, if Ruben Amorim was a restaurant owner or the cook in a restaurant and he was on Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares USA, could you imagine what Gordon Ramsay would say to Ruben Amorim? Gordon Ramsay would frighten the shit out of him. Gordon Ramsay would tear Ruben Amorim apart. He's in denial. He's an absolute muppet. And honestly, he would tear him apart. Gordon Ramsay would shit the life out of Amorim if he was a restaurant owner. He would tear the shit out of him. How much longer does Amorim stay? Oh, God knows. Amorim isn't the right fit for Man U. If he doesn't change the system, the whole team is full of muppets. Exactly, we might as well have Miss Piggy in the midfield and fucking Kermit the Frog. It's clearly the players, they do it under every manager. Respect for Maguire, I don't know why people rate him. Unfortunately, Amorim isn't a restaurant owner. Honestly, I don't know how long this is going to take, but expect a response from the club. It's going to be typical, right? They'll go and get a goalkeeper and they'll go and get a midfielder now. It would be typical for them to do it, by the way. They'll go and get a goalkeeper and they'll go and get a midfielder, and they will do it. I've seen this all before. When it all goes wrong, look what they did with Anthony. Look what they did with Casemiro. They'll go and get this goalkeeper and the midfielder now. They're going to have to do it. Brighton want about 115 million for Belieber. I'm sorry, I'm going back into Brighton and I'm giving them what they want. I would give Brighton what they want for Belieber. I actually would do it now. They've got no choice but to do it. And as for this goalkeeper, I really, really hope we get him. Because we need a goalkeeper and we need one quick. Because if they don't, I can't imagine how much worse this is going to get. Eddie Howe's a release clause of 5 million. That is very, very true. I'm a Chelsea fan who thinks Maguire is a decent centre-back. When the manager can't watch a penalty shootout, it's a bad sign. United in the mud. Yeah, we are. Sesko's attempt player to step up at United's penalty is shocking, embarrassing mentality. But that was down to Ruben Amorim's order running. Ruben Amorim selected Sesko for the 10th penalty. Onana has cost us last season. He shouldn't even be in goal. Maguire's a phenomenal player is the club. It's stupid for Kuna to do that on a penalty. Yeah, completely agree. The club's in a mess. 100 on the midfield while leaving Kobe to collect dust. Well, hopefully if they go and get Belieber, they leave Bruno and Casemiro on the bench where they belong and let them rot. And they play Belieber and Mainu in the midfield too. They play the two wing backs, Kuna, Mbeumo and the two 10s, Sesko down the middle. That's what they need to do. But will they do it? I don't think they will. Forgot to read mine. Sorry, okay. You said you never walk alone. Forget. Yeah, I've just read it. Eddie Howe would sack the whole team if he was manager. Mbeumo sold completely. Maguire scored in a pen, so no blame on the centre-back. I can't believe they are blaming Sesko for that last-minute sitter. It was on De Ligt. Yeah, De Ligt was at fault there for getting in Sesko's fucking way. What's your realistic hopes for the season now? I don't know. Is the honest answer. I don't know what's going to happen now. But expect a response from the club over the next few days. They'll go and get a goalkeeper and they'll go and get a midfielder because things are going to get desperate. That is what's going to happen. Sesko is 100% going to flop. Man United did not get unlucky. We were shit. Bruno should even be captain, not going to lie, just moans all the time. Please smash that like button on TikTok, by the way, and please give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. I don't know what's going to happen, by the way, but I appreciate any fans that have gone to that game tonight. I appreciate all the Man United fans and supporters that have had to go and watch that shit tonight, by the way. I feel sorry for them. I have sympathy for them, because yet again, that club have absolutely shat on you. Those players, that manager... Yeah, new followers here tonight, bro. Exactly. I appreciate it, mate. Those players have let the fans down. And the supporters and the fans have now got to go all the way home. And that is going to be toxic as anything. Bruno will leave now to go to Saudi. I fucking hope he does. And I'll fucking drive him there if he wants me to. But yeah, we're out the Carabao Cup. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to happen over the next few days. But I'm just going to say... Don't be surprised if they go and get players. Don't be surprised. They get rid of Garnacho, they get rid of Rasmus, they get rid of Malacia and Sancho and Anthony, and they go and get a midfielder and they go and get a goalkeeper. On the bright side, United can concentrate on the upcoming relegation battle. You still have the FA Cup for Europe. We're not winning the FA Cup. Absolutely forget that. The coach style of football is the problem. He can buy the players he wants, same result. Garnacho doesn't deserve a place. I'm just saying they'll sell off the bomb squad. And then what's going to happen then? They'll go and buy a load of players. That's what's going to happen. They will want to spin a positive on this result. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. They'll go and spend money now. They'll go and spend money because things are getting desperate. That's what's going to happen. That is exactly what's going to happen. United are going to end up going to spend money because the situation is now at breaking point. That is what's going to happen. And they will do it. I've seen this all so before. And I appreciate people wanting to join. We are literally just going to wrap up now and we are just going to get off because I'm going to have to go have some time to think about what's going to happen now. We've got transfer deadline day coming up on Monday. We'll be live all day once transfer deadline day has started. I'll try and go live for 6-7 hours. Obviously, if you want to join me for transfer deadline day, you can. We'll be going through every club from the Premier League to Europe to the Championship, La Liga, Serie A, the Bundesliga. We'll go live for transfer deadline day on Monday. If you want to join the live, then you can. I appreciate people want to jump on now, but I'm literally just going to wrap up because I'm going to go and try and enjoy the rest of my Wednesday evening while I still can. Unfortunately, this football club yet again is on its knees. The club is in crisis. I don't know how we're going to be able to turn this around. But don't be surprised by tomorrow or Friday we get a few here we goes. We get players out, players in, and everything will be fine in the sunshine of roses. That is what's going to happen. You're going to go out and spend money. That's why you already did. Everyone is laughing at you. But yeah, because we're shit. We are shit. That's why. Nothing's going to happen. Well, Fraser, they're going to have to spend money, mate, because we need a midfielder and we need a goalkeeper, and they're going to have to do it. I don't care how much it's going to cost. I really don't care now. United have got money. Money is there. 73 million on Sesko, 70 on Mbeumo, 63 million on Kuna. Money is there for them to go and get. Money is there for them to go and build a squad. Don't be surprised what Belieber tomorrow watch exactly. Mark makes a good point. Mark has just made a very good point. Watch this Belieber deal get back on tomorrow. That would be a big, big wake up. Goalkeeper of the season already. Can't blame the Manchester United. 11 Prem players should have beat 11 League 2 players. In and out, put it, shake it all about, oh, the okie dokie. United fan base is lost, and so I support United. Tesco's 10th penalty, that mentality is... You've got to spend loads already, and that hasn't changed nothing. You haven't got a structure. But yeah, we are going to get off. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in. Thank you to all the new followers and the likes. Thank you to our manager and moderators that have managed to keep the live chat in some way comfortable and, you know, happy. Massive shout for all the gifts you've all given me, and thank you to everybody that's watched this match reaction. It's very much appreciated. We will be back tomorrow afternoon. We'll have some F125 tomorrow afternoon with our Hulkenberg driver career. So if you want to tune into that, you absolutely can. So we'll be back tomorrow, and then obviously we'll have the match reaction on Saturday if we beat Burnley. I mean, if we don't beat Burnley on Saturday, I think I'm just going to write the season off and just hide away and go into hibernation. That's what I'm probably going to do. But yeah, Grimsby 2, Manchester United 2. Grimsby win 12-11 on penalties, and the League 2 team has knocked Manchester United out of the Carabao Cup. One avenue into Europe for Man United is gone. Man United are in crisis. Watch this space over the next few days. Watch them go and get players and get signings in and get players out. I've seen it before. Watch this space.